What's up, Nerdgenic Nation? Superhero nerd Aaron Waller here, and today I wanted to talk about the brand new Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham animated movie trailer that recently dropped, and how I remain to be concerned about the future of DC animation. The Doom That Came to Gotham is based on the 3-issue comic run of the same name that ran from late 2000 to early 2001 that was written by Mike Mignola and Richard Pace. The story is an Elseworld story, meaning that it's an alternate timeline, and pretty much takes place roughly around the 1920s that sees the Caped Crusader investigating and ultimately facing an ancient supernatural evil that's taking Gotham by storm after awakening a mythical being. Now, the comic of The Doom That Came to Gotham is quite unique. The style is that of Gotham by Gaslight meets Hellboy, which makes sense as Mike Mignola, one of the writers of this book, is also the creator of Hellboy. So if you're a fan of one or both of those, this story is right up your alley. In terms of the up-and-coming movie, the vibe very much matches the book in terms of the weird things that will be happening. In fact, if you've read the run and seen the trailer, you'll likely see a lot of moments from the comic that are directly translated into this animated film. The good thing about this particular adaptation, though, is that it allows for some fresh takes on various characters, especially villains, but it also incorporates a few heroes in a new light that serve the story in an interesting way. It actually features several of the Robins working together, although they're not technically Robins at that point, but the way that their dynamic is put together, I think, is actually one of the more interesting ones of all of comics. Now, I know that sounds insanely vague, but I'd rather not ruin it for those who have not yet read the book. But let's just say I'm very curious to find out if they end up keeping the ending of the original book or not. One area that I am a little bit concerned about, though, other than the story being a little too weird for most audiences, is the voice cast. David Guntoli of Grimm reprises his role as the Dark Knight for this film, which he previously voiced Batman in Batman: Soul of the Dragon. One that I admittedly have not yet seen, but there's something about the voice in this particular adaptation that I'm not overly in love with. I'm not entirely sure if it's him trying to be more gruff or what, but it's just sort of off-putting on the initial watch of the trailer, though it just may be him doing his Batman voice and I'm simply not used to it. As for the rest of the cast, there are a few voice actor alums who I would say are great, but I suppose it will depend on how they're used in this feature if it's actually good or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there for now, as I do want to review this movie in a few months when it gets released. But those are my initial thoughts on the Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham trailer, and now I want to hear from you in the Nerdgenic community. What do you think of this trailer? Did DC choose a story that was just a little too out of left field? Or is this one of your favorites and you were looking forward to it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification. That way you don't miss out on any future videos from me or the rest of the Nerdgenic team. And also be sure to give us a follow across all social media platforms at Nerdgenic. That way you don't miss out on any special news, announcements, or articles at nerdgenic.com. But in the meantime, if you want even more video content from us, check out my video on the Last of Us HBO series right over here, or check out my thoughts on the Mandalorian Season 3 trailer right over here. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it, and we hope to see you in the next video.